Good morning, everyone. Jai Shri Ram. Today I'll start chapter 2, The City of Lanka, from Sunderkand of Valmiki Ramayana. I'll briefly give some information about this chapter and recite verses 1 to 28, explaining its meaning. This chapter introduces us to the glorious city of Lanka and Hanuman's first encounter with it. The geography around the island where Lanka is located is described in this chapter, and it also depicts the initial reaction of Hanumana on seeing the city and his initial thoughts about the feasibility of the task of overcoming the Rakshasas and Ravana to reunite Sri Rama with Mother Sita. As I continue, I shall also try to explain how Hanumana overcomes these thoughts and moves towards achieving his goal. Verses 1 to 28. स सागरमनादृश्य मतिक्रम्य महाबलः त्रिकूटशिखरे लङ्कास्थितां स्वस्थो ददर्शः ततः पादपमुक्तेन पुष्पवर्षेण वेड्यवान् अभिवृष्टः स्थितस्तत्र बभौ पुष्पमयो यथा योजनानं शतं श्रीमांस्ते त्वाप्रियुक्तं विक्रमः अनीह श्वसनकपिस्तत्र नम्लानि मदे गच्छति शतान्यहं योजनाम क्रमेण सुबहुन्यपि किं पुनः सागरं स्यानन्त सङ्ख्यातशतयोजनम् शाद्रलानि च नीलानि गन्धवन्ती च मध्येन जगामनगवन्ती च शैलांशं तरुसञ्च सन्नवनराजिश्रतपुष्पितः अभिचक्राम तेजस्वी हनुमानप्लवगर्षभः स तस्मिन्नचले तिष्ठन्वा नयोपवनानि च सननाग्रे च तां लङ्का ददर्श पवनात्मजः सरङ्कान् कर्णिकाराश्व खर्जुराक्ष सुपुष्पितान् प्रियाङ्कान्मुच्यु किस्ताञ्च कुटजान् केतकानपि प्रियगङ्गूनगन्धपूर्णाश्च निपान् सप्त तांस्तथा अशनान् कोविदाराश्च करीवीराश्च पुष्पितान् पुष्पभारनिबद्धाश्च तथा मुकुलितानपि पादपानविकाकिरणान् पवनाधृतमस्तकान् हंसकारान्गवा किरणान्वि अपि पद्मोत्पलायुताः आङ्कितान् विविधान् रम्य निवाद्वाश्च जलाशयान् सन्ततान् विविधैव रुकैः सर्वतु फलपुष्पितैः उद्यानानि च रम्याणि ददर्श कपिकुज्जरः समासाद्य च लक्ष्मीवन लङ्कां रावेणपालितां परिहाभिः सपभ्यामि सोत्पला विरलङ्कृताम् सीतापहरपार्थेन रावणेन सुरक्षितां समन्ताद्विचरद्विषन् राक्षसैरुग्रध्वन्विभिः काशनेन वृतां रम्यां प्राक्राणेन महापुरीं गृहैश्च गृहसङ्काशैः शारदाम्बुदसन्निभैः पाण्डुराभिपतोगे विरुच्वाभिरः विसृणुताम् अटालकशताकिरणा पताका ध्वजमालिनीम् तोरणे काञ्चने दिव्यलता पण्डे विचित्रितै दर्दश हनुमान् लङ्का दिवि देवपुरी यथाः गिरिमृद्धि स्थितां लङ्का पाण्डुरैव पर्वणे शुभैः ददर्श कपिश्च श्रेष्ठः पुरमाकाशङ्गं यथा पालितां राक्षसेन्द्रेण निर्मितां विश्वकर्मणा प्लवमानामिवाकाशे ददर्श हनुमान् पुरीम् प्रपकार जगनां विपुलाम्बु नवाम्बरां शतरिशूलकेशान्ता मट्टालकवन्तसकाम मत्सैव कृतां लङ्कां निर्मितां विश्वकर्मणा द्वारमुत्तरमासाद्य चिन्तयामाश वानरः कैलासशिखरप्रख्यामा लिखस्ति विवाम्बरं दीयमानमिवाकाश उच्चैर्भवो नौत्तमेः सम्पूर्णां राक्षसैर्धैर्ये नार्गे भवतीमिव अचिन्त्यां सुकुष्टां स्पुष्टा कुबेरादिश्यता पुरा दष्टिर्विहुर्भिः सुरे सुलपट्टशि पाणिभिः रक्षितां राक्षसैर्दौरे गुहामाशि विशिरैव तस्यां च महती गुप्तिं सागरं च निरीक्ष्य रावणं च रिपुघोरं चिन्तमायाश वानरम् आगत्यापि हरयो भविष्यन्ति निरर्थकाः न हि युद्धेन न व लङ्का शक्या जेतुं शूरैरपि इमां तु विषमां दुर्गा लङ्का रावणपालितां प्राप्यपि स महाबाहुः किं करिष्यति राघवः which means that Hanumana with great strength crossed the insurmountable ocean without becoming tired and viewed the city of Lanka located on the peak of Mount Trikuta. After that, the powerful Hanumana standing there shone like one made of flowers being showered by a rain of flowers released by trees. The glorious Hanumana with the best courage, even though crossing 100 yojanas, was without a sigh and did not obtain any tiredness. I can cross many hundreds of yojanas. What to say about the end of the ocean, which had been counted to be 100 yojanas long? He passed through forests with dark green, huge, fragrant lawns, and also consisting of great rocks and hills. Hanumana, the best among Vanaras and the radiant one, tread on mountains covered with trees and cities of trees full of flowers. That son of God Vayu stood on a mountain and saw forest and gardens, and also the city of Lanka situated on the top of a mountain. Standing on that mountain, the elephant among monkeys Hanumana saw pine trees, karnikaras, date palms in full blossom, priyalas, lemon trees, wild jasmine trees, mogra trees, long pepper trees filled with sweet fragrance, kadamba trees and 7-leaf banana trees, asana trees, govindaras, karaviras in full blossom, trees that were tied by the weight of their flowers and flower birds that were distressed by birds with their crests moved by wind, wells and various glorious pleasure groves filled by various trees that gave fruits and flowers in all seasons, and beautiful gardens also surrounded by various ponds consisting of swans and ducks. The glorious Hanumana neared the city of Lanka ruled by Ravana and saw the city which looked like the city of gods in heaven, decorated by moats filled with lotuses and water lilies, which was well protected since the time of Sita's abduction by Ravana and by Rakshasas with horrifying voices roaming around, which was surrounded by a golden boundary wall. That beautiful great city consisted of houses equal in height of mountains and which looked like autumnal crowns with wide and elevated main streets, decorated with flags and pennons, with excellent golden-hued archways, adorned with sculpted rows of vines. That best among monkeys, Hanumana saw the city of Lanka with beautiful white buildings situated on the top of the mountain like city located in the sky. Hanumana saw that city of Lanka ruled by Ravana, the king of Rakshasas, constructed by Vishwakarma, the architect of gods, and which looked as though it were floating in the sky. Hanumana saw the city of Lanka with buttress and enclosure wall as her hip and loins, the vast body of water in the moats as her raiment, Satagnis and Sulas as her locks, the mansions as her earrings, constructed by thought. He reached the northern gate and thought thus. Hanumana saw the city of Lanka equal to peak of Kailasas as though touching the sky, as though flying to reach the sky, with its best mansions filled with horrible Rakshasas and serpents like the city of Bhogavati, capital of Patala, one which was unfathomable, a well-arranged and a clear city governed by Kubera in earlier times, protected by courageous, horrible serpents and Rakshasas with mouths with sharp teeth like a cave, with spikes and patisas, spears, in their hands. Hanumana saw that Lanka's great protection and ocean, that Ravana and Ravana, horrible enemies, and thought thus: even if Vanaras were to come here, they would not meet this success. It is not possible even for Devas to be victorious against Lanka in war. Even if he reaches this very difficult and impenetrable Lanka ruled by Ravana, what can that Sri Rama with mighty arms do? I'll continue other verses in my next video. Jai Shri Ram.